Snow fell softly over the city, turning sharp streets into something gentler, almost forgiving. Christmas lights shimmered across tall buildings, their reflections dancing in office windows long after most employees had gone home. Inside the top floor of Harlow Enterprises, one light still burned. Isla stood alone in the massive conference room, sleeves rolled up, shoes kicked off beneath the table, surrounded by papers, ribbons, and small wrapped boxes. Her breath fogged the glass as she worked, unaware of how late it had become. Most people had gone home hours ago. The Christmas party had ended. Music had faded. Laughter had disappeared down elevators. But Isla stayed. She always stayed. She folded the last note carefully and tied it with a thin silver ribbon. The handwriting wasn't perfect, but it was honest. You matter. Someone believes in you. She placed the note inside a small box filled with winter essentials, gloves, socks, and a handwritten message. Then she stacked it gently with the others. 47 boxes. She checked the number again. 47. Her heart raced, not from fear, but from purpose. No one had asked her to do this. No one even knew. Or so she thought. A quiet click echoed behind her. The conference room door opened. Isla froze. She turned slowly, and there he stood, Ethan Cross, CEO of Harlow Enterprises. Tall, composed, and usually unreadable, he stood just inside the doorway, coat still on, eyes fixed not on her but on the boxes. Neither of them spoke. The city hummed far below as seconds stretched into something heavier. Isla began, then stopped. Her face warmed. I can explain. Ethan didn't move. He closed the door gently behind him. I was hoping you would, he said calmly. Isla swallowed. I wasn't using company funds. Everything here is mine. I noticed the cleaning staff, security, some of the interns, people who work late, people who don't get invited to parties. She gestured helplessly. So I stayed. Ethan walked closer, his shoes quiet against the carpet. He picked up one of the boxes, turning it in his hands. These are for them, he asked. Yes. And the notes. Also yes. He read one silently. The room felt suddenly too quiet. Isla braced herself. She was just an assistant. She wasn't supposed to use company space after hours. She wasn't supposed to turn a conference room into something else entirely. Finally, Ethan looked at her. Do you do this every year? She nodded. Since college. Here too. This is my first year here, she said softly. I didn't think anyone would notice. He exhaled slowly, something unreadable passing across his face. Then he surprised her. He smiled, not the polite smile he wore in meetings. Something real. That's unbelievable, he said. Isla blinked. Unbelievable bad? No, he said quickly. Unbelievable rare. He set the box down carefully. Most people rush out the moment the clock allows it. You stay to give something without being seen. She shrugged. It just felt right. Ethan studied her like she was a question he hadn't known to ask. I've been running this company for 10 years, he said quietly. We've donated millions, written checks, sponsored events. He paused. But I've never seen something this personal. Isla's chest tightened. I wasn't trying to make a statement. I know, he said. That's why it matters. Silence returned, but it wasn't uncomfortable anymore. Outside, snow fell harder. Do you need help delivering them? Ethan asked. Her eyes widened. You'd help. He nodded once. I think I should. They worked side by side for the next hour. No assistants. No titles. Just two people carrying boxes down quiet hallways. Security was stunned. The cleaning staff tried to refuse. Isla insisted. Ethan insisted harder. Laughter echoed where there usually wasn't any. By the time the last box was given, the building felt different. Warmer. When they returned to the elevator, Isla finally spoke. Thank you, she said. For what? Ethan asked. For not stopping me. He pressed the elevator button. I wasn't tempted to, he replied. I was tempted to join you. The ride down was slow. Not awkward. Intentional. At the lobby, the doors opened to a Christmas tree glowing softly in the corner. Isla hesitated. I should go. Ethan nodded, then paused. Isla. She looked up. Do that, he said quietly. She frowned. Do what? What you did tonight, he continued. That kindness, that attention, that courage to act without permission. He stepped closer, not invading her space, just enough to lower his voice. Do that with me. Her breath caught, not from romance, but from the weight of what he was offering. You mean? A company initiative, he clarified. Led by you. Not charity for headlines. Something human. Isla's eyes filled, not with tears, but with possibility. I'd like that, she said. He smiled again. Good. Because I think this company needs more people like you. Christmas passed, but something stayed. The initiative launched quietly. No press. No announcements. Just action. Isla worked harder than she ever had, but never felt smaller. Ethan listened more. Meetings changed. So did glances. So did silences. Weeks turned into months. One evening, long after winter faded, Isla stood once again in the conference room, this time with a proposal in her hands. Ethan read it carefully. This is impressive, he said. She smiled nervously. I rewrote it 3 times. He looked up. Stay. Stay, she echoed. For dinner, he clarified. Nothing formal. Just conversation. She hesitated, then nodded. The city lights flickered on as they talked, not about work, but about choices, regrets, hope. And Isla realized something. That night at Christmas hadn't changed her future because she was seen. It changed it because she was understood. And sometimes, the most unbelievable thing isn't what you're caught doing. It's what happens when someone asks you to do it with them.